Webby like got me a stick for my birthday. I'm like,
All right, should we get into it?
Yeah. Welcome
to Feed 'em Brah. Now, if we leave that in or whatever, Zack just had a birthday. We had a little house party over the weekend, and you were just explaining me a great gift you got.
Yeah, Jeremy Webb of the Broken Home podcast. Go listen to that. He's got, if you want to hear all about Benalla. and he got me a stick, and I don't know if he got me this stick for my birthday, because Webby is like, if you don't know Webby, he's an eccentric character.
Well, I mean, one of the most famous people in the world. Everyone would know Webby.
Yeah.
An eccentric character. That is
absolutely.
That is true.
He's like a country boy gone wrong.
Yeah. They let him in the city too long.
Yeah. He got corrupted by the by the Melbourne virus.
Yes.
But he's always got something going on. He's very fun to make fun of because he's a good sport too. He likes it. But it's
good to do it to him with no right of reply to be honest.
Yeah. This is nice.
This is better. This is
absolutely.
Good.
Because you don't have to wait for your turn to do it.
Yeah.
But he got me a stick, right? And I don't know if he actually got me this stick for my birthday. It's like a cane. I don't know if he actually got it, like wanted to give it to me as a gift, but
just found it on the walk.
Well, as soon as he arrived, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing with that stick? Like, what are you doing? What is that for? You're a fucking idiot. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen." He's like, "Oh, it's for you. It's for you."
Even better. Now you are stuck with this fucking stupid thing. Oh, come on, man. That's my gift.
But it's not bad. I put it because I had like I've got it next to my bed as a weapon.
Oh, cool, man.
In case of a home invasion. I also got a wheelie bin axle.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm gonna wield one of
I was gonna say you got like a sword and shield, just a wheelie bin lid. That's cool. That's cool.
I bought a
wheelie
wheelie bin and fashioned a suit of armor for myself out of the whole thing.
You sleep in it every night.
No, I cut it up and I wear it as as plate armor.
Yeah, in Australia we don't have guns, so because of the gun laws, you got to get really cool if you're into really weird shit like prepper stuff and home security.
Yeah,
like when I was living with Brett, he bought like a hunting bow.
Oh, really?
I was like, I love you having this.
Most
in
blokes
the house.
at some point, I think, like percentage-wise, I think it's like most blokes at some point throughout their life buy a bow, a compound bow.
Yes, I haven't. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not in the percentage. I've thought about it.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, how hard are they to get in Australia? They must be harder.
No, you don't need a license or anything.
No, you can just.
I think you can just go buy one.
Bow.
I never liked them because a few of my mates had them when I was in high school, and a couple of them were quite good. They would go bow hunting and do archery and shit. But because I was like so small and weak as a teenager, I could never pull their bows back.
Yeah.
I was like, "Let's fucking shit anyway, man.
Give me a gun."
Yeah. I'd take that
the
stance.
Shit out of you with a gun.
I'm more of a gun guy.
Yeah.
I don't even really want to pull it back.
Yeah. Gosh. Well, yeah. That's. If you got a foreskin, you're better with the bow. You're used to pulling it back,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You retract.
Sorry, that was disgusting. This is Trump's Australia, folks. We're saying smutty shit like that.
That's the thing, mate. The world, we can say whatever we fucking want now.
Oh God, I did improv at Comedy Republic. Very LGBT group that I do improv with. And it was like the show started as it was sort of announced. Like we're all just
that's actually very funny. An improv show at
Yeah,
Republic.
the vibes are bad at the top, let me tell you. And I walked up and our Baldwin, very funny guy, gay guy, and he was like trying to pick a lock to the green room. And I was like, "Oh, what's going on here?" And Karen was there, and he's like, "Oh, the green room's like locked, busted, and we can't get in." And I was just like, they're already shutting down queer spaces.
Yeah.
And it was a laugh, but a delayed laugh. Cashin was up there because his laptop was shut in the green room, and everyone was sort of like, and he just went, "Pretty good."
It's a great gag.
Yeah. But no, the Prov won over in the end.
Yeah. I mean, the people needed a good laugh.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the devastating news.
I mean, it's like, everyone on stage is probably pretty upset. I'm sure people in the crowd were, but probably more us than half the crowd would have been like, what?
Yeah, people don't really...
It's... Now...
I think the people who care the most about it are, fucking... people in the arts. Australian people in the arts.
That...
seem to have the most passion.
It's like, I know we're passionate about it, but I'd tell you the other side of that, and now this is a type of guy... the guy who lives in Australia, that's a full Trump guy.
Yeah.
That's
there's
cool.
a few... I saw a few, stories being posted being like, we did it. We took the last stand.
Yeah.
A lot. They're like Elon guys too.
Yeah.
There's been a big uptick in those. I think Elon's brought a bunch of them
It's
over.
a really cool crew.
Yeah, it is a fucking pretty unreal
and
crew.
it's like, unfortunately, it's like, I'm not saying I'm a huge politics America guy. I followed a bit, and it's just more like, I'm just going to have to see all their faces for another 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care too much. I just would love to have seen Musk upset. The fact that Elon...
I think it's the funniest outcome possible.
Of course. But just the fact Elon's going to be so happy that's a brutal pill.
Yeah. But it could set him up for a big fall.
Yeah.
Which could be nice.
It is sick that like I saw Russell Brand doing a big God is good post.
Russell would have been stoked.
There were a few people hoping for it, hoping that means they got clemency with whatever shit they got coming their way.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, not bad. Huge win for a lot of blokes out there.
Yeah. So it's it's the boys are back.
Yeah, they're fucking back in town.
Yeah, it's like Australian Trump guy is awesome. And so is Australian American politics guy, which I guess I have a tiny part of, with not vocal. Like, I'm not doing tweets about it.
Yeah.
I'll listen about it, but there is nothing better than a guy just being like, if they lose the blue wall in Pennsylvania, there's no path to 270. And you're like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
People are too invested. It's like a sport.
It's like I shouldn't know what Maricopa County is.
Yeah.
That you have to admit you have some sort of sickness.
Well, the first time I ever met someone like my age that was seriously into politics at all, Australian politics, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck is... He was a young Liberal in Brisbane. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this cunt?
Yeah.
It blew my mind that someone could be someone like that existed.
If you are involved in any politics with the young in front of it, left or right, sicko stuff.
Yeah. Straight to the gulag.
If you're involved in university politics, as a blanket rule, everyone should have their hard drives checked in there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be because at QT and that, but they'd be like, yeah, you got to sign up. And then instead of like calling it Young Labor or Young Liberal, they'd have names like Epic.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, I love Epic stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hang on a second. It was like being, getting caught kind of like getting stuck in a kids club that you're like, oh, wait, this is religious.
Yeah. That was about to say, like Scientology does that a lot.
You're like, wait, what?
Yeah. And all of a sudden, there you are.
Yeah, being epic.
Being fucking proper
epic. Fucking epic, man. Man, it's like, but I mean, power to you. It's like, student politics and everything. It is great that the main thing is like both things being like, under our leadership, the uni bar will have sicker parties.
Yeah.
That is a key platform.
Well, that's the stuff people care about.
I mean, that's basically what Trump won on.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
The jugs at the uni bar will be cheaper. Everyone's like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're bringing back $2 pots on Tuesdays.
Yeah, fuck. Man, that's what I'd run on, bro, for president.
Yeah, brother.
Fucking $5 Bundy rum spirits on Wednesdays across the board, across the land.
Australia-wide.
Bars have to enforce it.
Yeah.
They can't do it more, man. Uni nights will be writ into law.
Into legend.
They'll be in the Constitution. You have the right to suck cheap piss, man.
Yeah.
Only if and there'll be a byline like, but a wet t-shirt has to be involved.
Yeah.
You can't just be doing it willy-nilly. You got to go the full hog.
There's going to be a government mandate.
Yeah.
A big fucking fire hose at the entrance of the uni club.
Yes. Yeah, the Brisbane uni bars used to do funny shit. Like, well, not at the uni. There are a few bars, but, around the place there'd be the uni nights and stuff. And the RE, shocking place. Had a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Great times, but they used to do parties.
Wait, what's the RE?
It's, the Royal Exchange.
Yeah,
it's in St. Lucia, Indooroopilly, whatever.
Yeah.
Toowong. People will know it.
Yeah. Get on down.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Hopefully they still have the Sunday basics deal. It used to be $3, I think, when I first went.
Yeah, we had
it's pretty red hot.
$1 pots and $2 basics.
Shit.
Yeah, on cheap Tuesdays, all of Flinders Street. But $1 pots were at Flynn's.
Jesus, you are asking for trouble.
Yeah, not bad though. What a fucking time to be alive, man.
Fucking hyperinflation, man.
Great time to be 18.
Yes.
Go down with a fucking $20 note.
Yeah, exactly.
And a bit of shrapnel.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. But they used to have this party. It was like the RE beach party, and they'd have like a car park at the back. And they just dumped like
fill the joint with sand.
Shit. It's just like it's like a in theory like cool, and then you're like, what? I'm not at the beach.
Yeah, it's just fucking
sand.
annoying.
This is just the worst of both things.
Yeah.
I'm in a car park.
Yeah, there's no showers
everywhere. Yeah. But no, pretty cool. Pretty sick, bro.
You should do a beach comedy night here in up here.
Yeah. Well,
we'll carry the bags up.
Yeah. I mean, the amount it gets vacuumed up here, it's getting close to it.
It's not far off.
No, come on down, folks. Beautiful spot. Thank you for the people that have given me a few Ursuses lately up here.
Oh, you've been getting some Ursuses filtering
after the show, yeah, which is nice, which is very good.
Do you reckon? I mean, actually, this is completely hypothetical because this would never happen. Do you reckon listeners ever come and the show's shit?
They come, brother.
Obviously, it wouldn't be shit. But like if it was, you reckon they would hold on to their Ursuses at the end?
Maybe. Out of shame.
Yeah, it's like...
if I had a really bad one.
Yeah.
Scary to think.
Well, I mean, it would never happen.
Think of something like that, man.
Yeah.
You fucking really bummed me out.
Yeah,
man. This is the worst thing in the election, bro.
I've crashed this fucking...
what a week, man.
Yeah, I know. Just when I thought I cried enough this week.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, but that'll be exciting. I'm sure there'll be plenty of hijinks. I'll tell you what it's good for, mate. Bloody good for the comedians.
Yeah, it's great for the
first time. Yeah. It's like, how can you even do comedy anymore?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Real life, bloody funnier than,
Yeah, mate.
People won't come to the comedy shows. Turn on the bloody news.
What about this man? You call him Cheeto in Chief.
Oh, yeah.
President fucking Twisties.
Yeah. What else is orange that's not oranges?
Man, it's crazy, bro.
He sounds old.
Yeah.
I haven't really listened to too much of him, but I was watching him the other night. And he sounds like an old bloke now.
Yeah, his speech was
geezer.
so funny. He got fucking Dana White to come up.
Dana White, first speaker,
talk,
so sick. And he thanks the Nelk boys.
Yeah, oh my
and
God.
Bussing with the boys.
Man, if Kamala came on Feed and Bra, we'd be looking at a very different world right now.
Well, that's right. They say Rogan really really got him over the edge of the fucking landslide victory that was already coming.
I mean, that must be the funniest bit.
We could have made
That's
Kamala.
the problem. It's like that now they're like, podcasters are now like, God, we did that. Yeah. It's like they shouldn't, no podcasters should ever think like
I'm here for power. The fucking age of the podcast.
We will make a push to get Australian politicians on.
That's what I'm thinking. What politician can we get behind in Australia?
I'd have Pocock on. That's about it.
Who's Pocock?
David Pocock. He's a former Wallaby.
Yep. That's a name.
And also he's an independent. He's quite cool. Yeah. He's a cool guy.
What is it? Poo in your cock?
Yeah.
David.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
No,
clean
you wouldn't
fun.
say it in front of him. He is fucking huge.
Yeah, no, that's the kind of stuff I
remember him watching him work out in the high school gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only kid, I think, ever at the school gym that's used the 50 kilo dumbbells.
Yeah.
The fucking unit.
They still got his handprints on them.
Yeah.
Where's he running?
He's just an independent senator in Canberra.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So
maybe we could get behind him.
That would be good. Yeah.
I want to get behind some like local town mayors. If anyone out there's running for mayor. Yeah. Mayors always seem to be the most eccentric of the politicians.
Yeah. Well, Talia's been working for the Electoral Commission because they've just had the local elections in Victoria.
Yeah.
And she's been, helping with the ballot packs and all the shit and like supervising the count. And all the people get to come in and like supervise to check, the voting and stuff.
Yeah, right. The candidates get
to come in and she's
Right.
like, it's awesome.
Cool energy.
She's like, because there's so many, and it's all like Team Cooter, like the AFL guy,
yeah,
and shit. And there's a party called Rip Up the Bike Lanes.
Yes.
And she's like, who's this bloke, this fucking boomer with a ponytail and a Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah,
and then she's like, it's Rip Up the Bike Lanes.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like, by the end of it, I was like, yeah, he's all right.
Man, that's an awesome.
There were like 3 different bike lanes. Like, there were a few that
3
were
different.
There were so many that are like.
What's the issue with the bike lanes?
I don't know. I think they're all right. It's boomers. It's like, where can you park? It's like,
I mean, that's a good point.
It's like, well, stop driving into the fucking CBD.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no reason.
Rip them up. They are quite extensive, the bike lanes.
Man.
But then every now and then some cunt gets fucking cleaned up by a car and you're like,
fuck.
all right, well, bike lanes are
God,
probably
every
good
now
idea.
and then I get out of an Uber and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I nearly fucking doored some cunt the other day. Would have split him right in half.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, and then, but Team Kudo, I don't know if I told you about, but he was like running on this thing, because they all running on this thing of like the rampant crime in the CBD, which I, having spent a lot of time in the CBD, have rarely experienced.
I've only heard about the Mongolian Adlays.
Yeah.
The Adelaide Mongols.
That's right. Yeah.
On the e-scooters.
Off that one Reddit post, they're all running on this
Yeah.
crime. And he's like, Kuda, a former AFL player, he had this, like, one of his things is like, we're going to install, like, tourism safety huts.
Yeah.
Like, you can run into... like, if you're being
little
threatened.
panic rooms.
Like, panic rooms. Panic rooms in the CBD for tourists and shit, which is like... I couldn't think of a funnier place for teenagers to beat you up in.
Yeah.
Just lying in wait in the
you run into
space.
the padded cell to be safe, and you just get the
just
fucking
mugged
shit
immediately by a kid.
What's all this crime? I haven't seen any of this crime.
I don't know.
There's a few homeless cunts around.
Yeah,
you build huts. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, I know.
There'll be fucking cunts sleeping in there.
It's like you're almost there. Like, imagine just split the middleman and give these people you're scared of a place to sleep.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's great stuff, yeah. So I'm not sure who's going to
That might just be like straight like playbook stuff. Just be like people just trying to get into politics, and that's like that's like 101. It's like that's the easiest way to campaign is just to like say that there's heaps of crime and you're going to do something about it.
Yeah.
That's like they're just getting their feet wet.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Dipping the toe.
Yeah.
Just going step 1, step 2.
But I did enjoy it, and there was a bit that made me really laugh during Trump's inauguration. There's like this big golf guy. I mean that literally and physically. I think he won the US Open. He's just this massive 6'8" jacked guy.
Fuck, he'd have long clubs. That
just drill like that's his big thing. Is he just whips it off the tee?
Yeah.
And he's like, I think he's probably better now. But Torrance was saying he's like. His short game was pretty shit. But he just had 80 extra. He was just so much stronger.
Yeah.
And Trump's like, and Trump's like, he's like, my son's whatever. Like, giving over him. He's like, look, you got JD. He's like, a lot of people said he was a bad choice. And I had my doubts, but he came through. Talking about his vice president. And
I know
he mentions that for a second. And then he's like, where's Bryson? Bryson DeChambeau. Like, he's just so excited that there's a golfer there.
Yeah.
Get on up here. Well, he's not on stage. Bryson, he's shy. And this huge galoot comes on stage in a mag raid. He's like, look at him. Oh, Bryson. He's like, say some words, Bryson. He's like,
yeah.
Come on,
showing
Bryson.
off his big pet.
Yeah. What a coup, to have the US Open. Fuck, it's awesome how much he loves golf, man.
Yeah, that's amazing.
They got to keep him on the course as much as possible.
I think he does do a lot of. I don't think he lets it get in the way of his golfing.
Well, you can't, man. It's like you got to have you time.
Yeah.
That's like because balance in life is so important, man.
Absolutely.
You can't lose yourself in work.
Yeah. You need to unwind.
You need to have a swing.
Yeah, and if you don't use it, especially at that age, you'll lose it. So.
Oh man, you got your overtime and sick pay.
I mean, what do you think? He's healthy enough for a second term?
Exactly.
Biden didn't get out on the fucking course enough.
Biden needed that. I mean,
and he fucking fell to bits.
I mean, that was good when they discussed who'd win
In golf?
in golf in that first debate.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was a very human moment.
I did see a great... Trump hasn't been as good on Twitter and stuff lately, but he did do a great one on Mark Cuban, where he's like, because he's been... And he was like, terrible... And he goes, terrible golfer. Such slow club head speed. And I sent it to Tons. He's like, man, that would cut you to pieces. Like, it's so niche. It's like says it all, you know?
Yeah.
Terrible club head speed.
Oh,
God
man.
damn, he's still got it every now and then, you know?
Yeah. He's still got a few up the sleeve.
Yeah, it's like, that's better than saying low T or whatever all the little freaks say.
Yeah, definitely. And especially if it's true, which it probably is.
Yeah.
Like that's a perfect insult. It's really good because it just sounds mean to the general public, and then any cunt who knows about golf, they're getting an extra kick out of it, which he would love because he's, he loves the sport.
Yeah. You wouldn't have many guys on a course that aren't Trump guys, I'd imagine.
No, yeah.
I
mean,
mean,
a few.
who knows? You know, you can see a good old right-wing fellas on the course. They love it. It was like Sam Newman when he was like hitting golf balls at Parliament House when Dan Andrews shut the course.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, maybe.
That was an all-time Sam Newman video during the pandemic. He's in this like crazy 18-car garage, and he's got like a purple Lamborghini and this big net on his like pretty high walls on his basement garage, and he's just chipping golf balls over his Lamborghini into this net, and he's like, "This is what you forced us to. We're in prison.
Yeah.
We need to be out on the course."
That's so sick.
It is awesome how obsessed they get with golf, these old boys.
Yeah,
it is like taking essential care away from them. The thought of not getting on a course, you know.
Yeah, 100%. I felt it. I went and played golf a few months ago.
Yeah, you loved it.
And I had one good hit, and the feeling of like hitting that ball well just at once. It's like, oh fuck yeah, I can see why you'd want to do this all the time.
Yeah, there is something about batting balls.
When you get it right, like, because I'd been fucking it up all day. I'd been in the bush looking for balls most of the morning. And then you finally get one, and you're like, I'm the fucking king of the world. Fuck all you cunts.
Yeah, middling one on a cricket bat, it's similar.
Yeah.
But rare, really rare for me.
Yeah.
And rarer this season. Not a great start. Not good. Terrible bat speed. Get middle of ball to save his life. Edgy.
Did I tell you that we got some foot freaks on the YouTube?
Oh, real?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you watching and listening. Just like nice feet and stuff, which I think is creepy.
That's good. I mean, anything to... Guys,
I mean, it's
please
good.
like, comment, rate, subscribe. That all helps the algorithm. If you're into really weird shit, get that in there.
I think that's like commenting on a porn video, which is like, that's the creepiest. Like, I don't care that you find my feet attractive. I'm quite flattered by that.
Beautiful.
But the comment, and I appreciate it, and I'm so torn about this because the comment equals engagement. It's good for everyone. But it does make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To know that someone, like, it's like if you were like watching a porno and being like,
yeah,
nice pussy.
Yeah.
Which people do, and
they do.
It's also creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is great. It is. You have to be really cool guy.
Yeah. To
really be commenting a lot on pornos and.
Yeah, well, it's a good people. You can get laughs in the Pornhub comments. It's a great place for laughs. A lot of funny comments in there.
Yeah. Zack, this is like Zack's new version of like only read Penthouse for the articles.
Yeah.
Zack's like only go on Pornhub for the funny comments.
Yeah, well,
just scrolling past the video, he's like yuck.
No, that's how much.
Get me down to the fucking comments immediately.
That's how much I love comedy, man. Even when I'm
man.
Self.
Yeah, that's what makes you actually bust.
Yeah, exactly. I'm being intimate with myself, and even in the throes of passion, because I am a passionate masturbator. Even when I'm just completely fucking out of my mind, horny, really giving it to myself, making love to myself. I'm like, oh, get a quick gag, get a quick laugh, see if anyone's fucking got a good one.
Just in your entire garbage bin. plate armor.
Yeah. I'm clanking. I'm joking. It's like clanking around.
The bins are going out again.
I was trying to think, what would you do with the wheels?
Because
you got the lids.
Lids. I'd
the
probably
shield.
put them as like pectoral breastplate.
Oh, over the vitals. Yeah, that could be one wheel over your dick and balls.
Yeah.
One over your butt.
Yeah.
Protect the most precious part of your body. Yeah, I don't want it being breached. That's all.
Yeah. What are they getting in there? What are they doing?
Yeah, I don't want them even seeing how they would get in there.
Even having a chance to.
I don't want to even give them the chance to draw up a fucking battle plan to get in there.
Yeah,
I'm giving away zero intel on the entire area.
Damn, of course. He's got a wheelie bin as a butt plug. Damn it. This guy's sicker than anything I could ever do. This guy's a freak.
Actually, where the lid attaches to the bottom of the wheelie bin, there is little plastic. That would go perfectly up your ass.
Oh, it'd be incredible.
If you were looking to, plug up for self-defense purposes.
Yeah. What were we talking? Feet guys.
Yeah, well, it's a big thing.
It is a big thing. It's like the most common one, right?
Yeah, I think there is some like signals of fertility about feet.
Yeah, and I've seen some psychology thing, psychiatry thing where there's some part that's you get horny as near your feet.
Yeah, well, I think if a woman has small feet, it's meant to mean she's like more fertile, like if like wide hips, and it's like one of those things.
Sure.
So I think it's like biological,
right?
And it could be because everyone's got shoes on all the time as well.
One of the last taboos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be nice to be into. It would be nice. We've got some friends that enjoy feet. I don't hate them.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
I can appreciate a nice one.
Talia really rates her feet, and
every girl does.
And she really shits on mine.
Oh really?
Like
you got troll feet,
little chode feet and stuff.
Yeah,
it's quite rude, really. And I've got very flat feet. She's like, there's no... it's just straight on the ground.
You got a fucking big damper foot.
Yeah, which keeps you humble.
Yeah. You're
Grounded.
That's why
there's no pomp and pageantry.
No, you're not prancing around on your tippy toes, mate.
I'm down in the dirt. I'm just a basic guy with flat feet.
Yeah.
Flat, wide little paddles,
You're as attached to the earth as possible.
I like ground.
You got some serious fucking surface area touching.
Yeah, I got. There's never a fucking inch of my feet that are off the ground. There's no arch. Yeah, it's really powerful. Yeah, and
actually, I'm glad I'm not into feet.
Oh yeah,
that would be an annoying deal breaker. Like found the perfect person.
Oh
and
yeah.
Then they just had
staring at a little pinky toe, like. Oh.
Yeah, the toes off. Everything else is perfect, but that little toe sticks out sideways or something.
You'd like to put it to the test. Just a, unfortunate looking gal, but she's got perfect feet.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, oh, yeah. It's like, oh, I thought that was your big thing, mate.
Yeah. You fucking phony.
Yeah.
Delete your Reddit account, cunt. You're a fucking fraud.
Yeah, I thought this was your whole thing. You worried about other stuff? Come on, mate. She's got gorgeous feet. Some of the most perfect feet you've ever seen. Or just a busted ass dude.
Yeah.
Stunning feet. Do you think this guy's having a gag or
on the YouTube?
Yeah.
I think it's been a couple, and I don't think so. I think maybe they just enjoy a nice pair of fucking size 12s.
Nice. Well, maybe give him a little flash.
No, it can't be contrived like that. I think.
True.
If you see the feet, it's because I've forgotten, or I haven't even thought that. There was that one episode that I had to put I set up the camera at my house. Yeah. And then it was just like straight on my dick and balls the whole time.
That's right.
So I had to put a little logo over it.
Yeah, that's good.
Because it was so egregious. Because sometimes I just set the camera up and set and forget, if you will.
Yes.
And then you look at the footage and you go, oh, fuck, I've just been showing my fucking lunch to everyone for an hour.
Talked up.
Yeah. And I get like, I mean, you might have noticed, I get progressively harder as this show goes on. So by the end of the hour, I'm like just busting out of whatever pantaloons I've got on.
Yeah, that's really nice image. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I get the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like I've been in an ice bath.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you steal my force.
Yeah. It's a bit like an energy transfer.
Yeah.
You come in absolutely fucking rock hard.
Business as usual.
Yeah.
And then I got to focus so hard on the pod and riffing and thinking of guys.
That's why I start slow. That's
because we're always thinking of guys on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going soft. And because, what your proclivities are, you're going crazy.
Yeah, I just like the idea of it, I guess.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Beautiful imagery.
Can we get a beer?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
I'll edit this part out.
All right. Yeah, let's do it. Give me 1 sec.
All right, we're back.
All right, and we're back. We
just had to have a quick fucking quick drinks break.
Yeah, daddy need drinky.
Yeah, it's thirsty work up here, mate.
Yeah, Zack just looks at me and he goes like this. He goes, ee. That's a good sound for him.
I start grabbing for Tim's titties.
He latches.
Yeah.
He latches. He loves it.
Absolutely. What else did we have to talk about this episode?
Well, it was fun having a house party.
That was good.
Always a classic of the game. It's always a guy. Oh, I tell you what's a good guy at a party. That brings like a little dip or something he's made.
Yeah.
And it's very like, you tried that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking about Keeney?
Yeah. But it's there's plenty that have done actually quite nice thing.
Well, Keeney did the classic when he rocked up, not late because people were rocking up whenever, but we'd all eaten and shit by then. So by the time he got there, the table's like full of empties and just gets at a party and he just like slides the dip in between all the fucking rubbish.
Beautiful.
And then it sort of sits there for a while and then one person starts. Because it was a very delicious dip. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. He's right to be proud of the dip.
I get a bit like that when I bring something to a party.
Of course, you've made something, mate.
And often it's I've just been up to Brisbane, so I'll bring back and I'm like, yeah, Mum made that. This is fucking good. I'm like, yeah. It's like I didn't make it.
That was my mum.
I put it in the Jetstar.
Yeah. You brought it here.
Oh, I had to fly back to Avalon. It's always a brutal
true
mistake.
Did you know that it was going to happen, or they just?
No, I sort of wasn't paying attention when I booked it.
Well, when I went to Avalon, I booked an Avalon flight once because I thought it was just out near the other airport. I was very rudely surprised. It's in like fucking Geelong or whatever.
Yeah, beautiful time up on the double-decker Skybus there.
Yeah, you got the Sky.
Think about what you've done.
Yeah. It is a long time to think about, what a fucking mistake you've made.
Listening to a pod, but just the power of like 3 British backpacker girls being like, and then what if we go there?
Yeah.
It's like, yuck.
Yeah. Where does it stop? It stops in one of those Werribee, that's right. And it's always a grim sort of. You roll through Werribee and you're like, fuck, it could be worse, you know?
Yeah.
It could be one of these cunts.
The bus driver was like, is anyone actually stopping at Werribee? Is anyone? He's like, I'd love to not go. It's like one guy's like, he's like, oh. It's like, just the incredulous, like, no one's actually getting off in Werribee.
I wonder how many times that's worked. He's just guilted some gun out. They've just had to go all the way to Melbourne, get the train back.
Yeah. Come on. You can't be serious, mate.
Why the fuck would you want to go there?
Have a drink at one of those shitty pubs around Southern Cross and go home, mate.
Yeah.
We're not stopping in Werribee.
Yeah.
It's peak hour. Fuck me, mate. I didn't really talk about the wedding too much.
Yeah, how'd it go down? What happened there?
It was a lot of fun. Very family sort of wedding, you know.
Yeah.
A very beautiful wedding, very by the book. Lots of
it was one of your cousins.
Yeah.
Marrying another one of your cousins.
Yeah, it's heaps of sick classic, you know, like a lot of like a bridesmaid energy sort of stuff.
Yeah.
This wasn't too bad. Well,
spill the fucking beans.
It was great, but it's just that tone that I think all bridesmaids in any wedding I go to, they like don't ever speak like that. But when they get up there, they're suddenly like, "If you told me."
Yeah, they get there is the bridesmaids cadence.
15
Hey,
years ago.
Yeah. You're
my
right.
friend would be here today.
Yeah. When I first met Brittany,
Yeah.
we were like it was so funny. She was just like, she was amazing.
Yeah.
In grade 12, we did a play like.
Yeah. And she kissed a lot of toads to find her prince. We love you, Jim. It's like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Every time. Like, girls' 21st speeches would be a lot like that too.
Yeah.
It'd just be like, and we all remember when Tiff had to go to the ER. I remember
3 weeks ago.
It's crazy. It's just like a nana, like, what? I remember this like really vicious one once. It was awesome. Where she's like,
21st.
Yeah, it was like when like Louis Vuitton Ecki pills were going around and they were really strong or whatever. And she's like, we all know Jess's penchant for designer handbags. So much they put her in the hospital 3 weeks ago. Everyone's like, fucking hell.
That's sick.
It's crazy.
That's so funny.
And the parents are like, what? And then she's like, she was always really good at athletics, one of the fastest runners in school, which has helped because she doesn't do walk of shame, she does sprints of shame. It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
My friend Becky, she's a huge fucking slut.
What?
And she overdoses on drugs like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You fucking cunt.
Not like the boys' speeches are ever much better. Oh, actually, there was a good one.
I can't even remember 20.
Yeah.
I think I did I don't even know.
Well, my uncle did a speech for the wedding, and he's very like, he is a funny guy, but also like loves to do the, mate, if you need a hand up there, you need me to write some jokes for you. He loves to do a bit of that stuff, you know. And so he was like, and he was actually a bit stressed. He's like, oh God, I got to do the speech. You know, and he's like, oh,
that's funny
last.
when you see those fellas that have that. They play the confidence thing.
Yeah.
When just before they actually, you can see the nerves getting to them, and you're like, yeah, you're not so fucking cool now, cunt.
and I was like, oh, that's all right, David. You gone last? He's like, is that good? I'm like, yeah, you're the headliner. He's like, yeah, that's a good way to think about it. He's like, yeah, I'm the headliner. And then he got up and he started just by being like, now my nephew, a lot of you would know him, Tim, he's a professional comedian. I was like, too long. This is already. I don't want to be involved in whatever this is.
Yeah.
And be like, just too many sentences about me. Stop, please. And he's like, and he said, don't worry, Uncle Dave, you're the head act. So yeah, it's like, I was like, I gotta do something here. So I was like, oh, the headline act can still bomb, Davo. And the crowd just like lose it. He's like, fuck. He's like, oh, you really got me. Yeah, I was like, oh, I was helping you out. I was like,
you sunk him,
move
mate.
on. Talk about your son. And
you absolutely you fucked him. You set him up to fail and then dunked on him while he was up there.
I had to get my little moment.
Yeah.
Hey, like, obviously the wedding's about me. But like,
Of course.
Of course, you know. No, it was great.
My favourite is I've seen it a few times, but the last one I remember was my mate's dad a couple of years ago at his wedding, where they're like, the old man, like just his old man's like mine, just an old fucking drunk, and just gets up and starts doing a speech and just like telling a story that just makes no sense. He was telling a story about my mate Risto, like when he was a kid and he had a push bike or something. I was like, the fuck are you on about?
No.
At some point you have to be like, someone just goes up there and goes, oh yeah.
So when you get the walk off, so good. Well, the father of the bride, he was on first, and he was backing himself in. You know, he's a pretty confident guy. Yeah. And Dave was like, and he's, you know, the classic sort of father of bride wedding gag. He's like, I was talking to one of Ben's uncles before, and he's like, yep, marriage is a lot like poker. And it's like, okay. He's like, yep. You know, it starts with a ring and a queen and ends with a club and a shovel. and then we're all night out. And all the uncles are like, what? I'm like, none of you clearly said that.
Yeah.
They don't get
He's
this.
just doing a gag.
Concept of a gag. It's like, oh, damn.
God, that's so funny.
ChatGPT ass.
What's the ring in poker?
A diamond, sorry.
A diamond. All right.
Diamond.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a great joke.
Not a bad joke. Has a real ChatGPT Father of the Bride energy. Google search to it.
Yeah, and it's a bit dark when
It's
you think about it.
It's a pretty grim thing to say.
You stop and think about it for a second. You go, oh fuck, that's that could be that's quite a dark joke.
Yeah, well, and you wish it could end with something awesome.
Yeah.
Something really cool.
Yeah.
That is one of the coolest it's one of the coolest elements of humor you can do.
Killing your wife.
I hate my wife.
Yeah, right.
My bitch wife stuff. So
yeah, bitch wife.
Sort of evergreen sort of stuff.
Well, of course, yeah. And I mean, if people don't like that, then
suck shit. I'm married.
Yeah, stop being such a bitch to your husband.
Yeah, I'll stop doing it if you be a cooler fucking wife, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen any bitch wife comics for a while.
It has died down a little.
Old fellas love it, but it's funny. That's the life they're living. You get like a pack of old fellas in a room, and then one old fella being like, "Fuck, my wife's a bitch." A lot of them are gonna be like, "Fucking yeah, me too."
They really love that sort of stuff.
And it works the other way too. I've seen like older female comedians being like, "My husband's a fuckwit."
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah,
I do enjoy that more. I have to admit.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's all great shit.
Yeah,
it's all good stuff.
Yeah.
I rarely see like a bit of TikTok stand-up comedy or Instagram that makes me laugh a lot. But there was like this old, maybe she's big in America, I don't know, but like a, boomer lady on stage, and she's like, "You may know my husband, like, obviously, let's get it out of the way. It's a pretty big deal. He's the assistant coach for the Knicks." Everyone's like, "Wow." He's like, yeah, it's pretty crazy, yeah. Unpaid. He just does it from home. It's sort of a work from home. Yeah. It's like, and then if you can believe it, he was also the assistant for the Yankees and the like just says every New York team.
Yeah.
It did tickle me a bit. It's like, I don't know where he gets the time, but it's really incredible that he can do all that.
Yeah, that's a great gag.
It's a great gag.
That is. Maybe we should start doing gag reviews.
Yeah. Well, anything at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like, oh damn.
I was thinking
Tully would really think that's good stuff.
Yeah. Do you ever watch reaction videos?
Oh, it's nothing more insane to me than when it's just like a whatever interesting video and there's just some cunt in the corner.
Yeah, they're the best one. They're not even explaining.
They're just like sitting in a chair, like not even saying anything, and then just sort of pointing and then rolling their eyes occasionally, like.
Sometimes you don't even notice them until halfway through the video. Like,
the best is when there's like 3.
Yeah.
And then it'll split with someone being like, crazy.
Yeah.
You want to, it's like when an old meme where you see them like, they get so grainy because they've gone through so many saves.
It's just fried by the,
it's like that, but this is, nightmare snaking in its tail of reaction videos.
Yeah, it's fractal. Just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
I like, but I mean like the ones, like, because I get stuck sometimes watching them, but it's like ones on YouTube where it's like you're actually interested in, or you like a song and you watch some cunt who's never heard it, listen to it, and they're like a classical musician or some shit.
Yeah. The only ones of those I like is when they found like guys from the mountains of Afghanistan.
Yeah,
played hip hop to them and made them eat American food, and they're like, Allah was not involved in this.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't mind it.
Sometimes they're like, sometimes they're fucking like, the titles are brutal. It's like Stone Age people listen to rock, and they're just cunts from like a village in Pakistan. They're not like fucking living in huts or anything. It's like people who live in rural fucking. Yeah, they're like farmers and shit. Yeah. But I would like to do one where we watch YouTube comedy specials. Yeah, great. And we go, oh, that's a good gag.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting for people.
People would love that.
Yeah.
The comedians
I tell you,
would
love it. The comedians, they're then fucking shitting on them like, who the fuck are you?
I mean, I think it's... I thought of it as like a gag, but the more I think about it, it's a pretty fucking funny idea. And being like really honest, I think... Because I don't really laugh unless I'm with some people. I don't like if I'm watching stand up by myself, which I really even do. But it's tough to get an actual laugh out of me. Just sitting there stone faced watching some cunt's comedy special.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough stuff out there.
Maybe I'll record a few.
Yeah, and then we release our own specials and do it on ourselves.
Yeah. We'll give them a chance to to get us back.
Replies. Probably important, to be honest. You know, sometimes the gun needs to be pointed at you, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Be honest with ourselves. Yeah, pretty good. Speaking of comedy, I was at Republic on Saturday, and very good lineup, very diverse lineup. I was the only straight white guy.
Yeah.
And Charlie, who's a gay guy, was the MC. He's like, brought me on. I'd sort of missed the start or whatever. Brought me on. He's like, I promised it. I told you. We've got the one normal of the night.
Yeah. The one standard issue.
Hot track.
Yeah.
I just come out and like, yeah, I'm the normal. What's going on with this woke PC bullshit?
Yeah. Let me tell you about my wife.
Yeah. Dude, 10 minutes of bitch wife stuff.
Yeah,
the roof off.
Yeah. You try and do the card joke and you just fuck it up. And you're like, it starts with a card and then you fucking kill it.
You got the river. You turn the river. Actually, I did play poker on Sunday night.
Did you?
For Greg Larson he just had a little poker night thing he wanted to do.
Smoky room.
Tried to make it like that.
Yeah.
He kept calling his lounge room Aces Wild.
Yeah, sick.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's an awesome guy. Like the guy obsessed with poker.
Yeah, there's a fucking lot of those kinds.
Oh yeah, big time.
More than you realise.
I did very poorly. Tully did alright.
I don't really know how to play.
How anything happens. Neither. I was sort of just there to be like, that's right.
Yeah.
This happens. And often you'll be like, oh, and you put your cards down there like, oh, no, that was good.
That's what I get a lot is like, what the fuck are you doing? Do this.
I'm mostly just in it for the like, oh, that's a pair and a triple. I can keep my head around that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or, you know, yeah.
Who won? What were the stakes? What's going on? What's going into this?
$20 buy-in.
Yeah.
Then you got your little chips, pretty cute. Bit of fun. They had the Australian coins on them.
Right.
That's not bad. Yeah, no, it's good. It didn't. It was just more like, oh, we'll just play for a bit.
Yeah.
But Greg was serious. He's like, but you do need to, put in.
That's great. Yeah.
He's like,
it's just fun. We're having fun. But seriously,
we will do a payout at the end and shit. Like.
But you got to sometimes when you are like fucking around, even if it's just a little bit. If there's anything like money involved and stuff, you need to like. You can't get too silly.
Yeah. Because
if you stop paying attention and one person is actually taking it serious and then there's an issue.
Yeah.
So you need to be very upfront and clear with all that sort of shit before you even start.
Greg was saying a very funny story where he's playing in Sydney with like Sam Campbell and stuff, and this Sydney director guy, he's a funny guy, but he's like, oh yeah, and it's like as it's starting, he's like, just like, like I do cheat. And like I love to cheat. And they're like, what do you mean? And he's like, I love to cheat. And like, what? And he'd be like stealing chips and shit. And Greg was saying, he's like, I was so like excited because it was like the first time this has ever happened to me. Like I had two aces on the thing. So it was like, really hard like to get, all four aces.
Yeah.
It's like, one of the super rare things in poker. And he's like trying to contain his excitement. And he said he looked over at Craig, who was dealing. Is the guy that loves to cheat, and he winked at him, and he's like, "No, wait, stop." He's like, "Have you like done this and like fucked like?"
This guy.
He's like, "You've taken away my moment of being like, wow, it's finally happened." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, yeah. I thought it was funny.
Dude.
It's fucking awesome, and they're all like,
had full control of the whole.
And they're all like, and it's like, I mean, it was fucking hilarious. Like, he was good at it. Like, I didn't realize that he was cheating and shit. And they're finally like losing it. Like, you can't do it. And then they're like, oh, we should do it again. And they're like, well, only like you can't come again if you cheat. And he's like, I can't make that promise.
That's so
he's like, I just love it too.
And he's probably like, he sounds like he's good at it too.
Yeah,
it's like
I know.
Denying him his talent.
It's so funny.
Does he have like a history, like a background in like card tricks and
I don't
shit?
think so. I don't know. I don't even know if it's like, yeah, I think it was more surprising that he did that.
How did he set up?
I don't know. He must have while he was shuffling,
Right.
No, but still, wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a cards guy.
Mm.
We play a bit of... Have you played Sluts and Masters? I think it's called different... Yeah, that's the problem with card games. Every card has a different fucking name for everything. And a slightly different rule.
We always called something filthy like that.
Yeah, it's always something.
It's like, oh, this sounds cool.
Innuendo.
And then it's like, you got to get a 3.
Yeah.
There's nothing slutty about
Yeah,
this.
there's absolutely... Yeah, I'm not mastering anyone right now.
Yeah.
I feel I'm a sub.
Yeah, we should make a card game. It's called Cucks and Doms.
Cucks
and Bulls.
Cucks and Bulls, yeah.
If you get the queen, you got to sit in a chair on like the far corner of a glass table.
Yeah.
Like there's like chair involvement.
Yeah.
Everyone else is standing, but the cuck is the only one sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what involves like card-wise to make that happen and stuff.
Yeah, we could figure that out on the back end.
I mean, that's not important. The nature of how the card play goes, no one cares. The main thing for us is like we have little funny bits. That's what makes your card game go viral.
Well, that's where card games went. All card games now are just funny little gags. No one's playing real card games anymore. They're just getting cards that have crude things written on them.
Oh, of course. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
cards game.
And not like
that's the most boom. That's a good boomer. That's like the millennial take is like no one plays proper cards anymore.
Yeah.
It's all got to be like yeah. What if
I don't mind
Saddam Hussein getting sucked off in an elevator? Cards Against Humanity.
That's a good game, I reckon.
You reckon?
Well, it's good. It's good in settings. It's not good if you know everyone. Like if you're a bunch of mates hanging out and you play it, I think it's kind of fucking lame. But if you don't know, like if people don't really know each other, it's a good bonding exercise. I guess I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean crazy if you regularly play it.
Yeah.
If you're doing a poker night, but it's Cards Against Humanity.
I wonder how much. I guess there's a lot of money in it if you have one that hits, say, a card game.
Yeah.
Remember Cambo wrote a game?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if it was a card game.
I don't know if Phone Hacks ever made it happen, but I think they were trying to get like a Phone Hacks board game going.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
which would be sick. It would be fun. I mean, there's big money in it. We will do. How about this? We will get Greg or someone on that I've gone to a board game night with and do a full episode on board game guys.
Oh yeah, and just board game stuff in general.
Because that's a big thing that we're just touching on. But we've got to wrap up.
Yeah.
So
that's a great idea.
Put that down for a full episode. We'll do board game guys.
I like where the show's been like
guys.
We just get nerds in and grill
them.
Yeah.
It's
get nerds in and grill them on their weird
fucking
shit.
easier than us riffing for an hour. Just be like, and then what do you fucking do? Who's the dungeon? Who's the dragon? What the fuck is this shit? I think they're good episodes.
And what, you're just making it up? This is
fucking hell.
Just bring cunts in and ridicule their interests.
Yeah. People really like that.
Absolutely. No, it was good because I learned a lot, even from the Vasquez one. I'll never use the information, but it's good to hear.
Good to know. It's good to know this sort of stuff. All right, well,
thanks for listening.
Get this gig going. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry about the delayed episodes and all the rest of it.
Yeah, I think we might have just switched onto a different timeline here.
Well,
we might start.
We'll try and get one ahead, and then we
earlier. Yeah.
Whatever. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out on the back end, mate.
Yep. Other than that, thank you very much, Zack. You got anything to plug?
No. Come to Cooper's every Friday. How many shows before Christmas are left?
Few left. Sort of halfway through December, we'll be stopping. And potentially, maybe we'll do a Christmas special feed and bra.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're interested in that, message us, DM us. Probably like the 14th of December, potentially, we might do that.
Yeah, I'll still be here. I'll be in town.
So, yeah, keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Other than that,
keep listening, all that kind of shit. Tell your mates. Send us fucking funny shit. Tell us stories. Whatever. Stay safe out there. And until next week.
Keep them up.